Yo, 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 welcome back to another video, baby. We back in it. Let me just load up my video real quick. And Coreythemaan, and we live. So this is the top 5 teams to join in NBA 2K25 for each position. Yeah, you already know. I feel like the first 2 years, the past years, 2K20, 22, 23, and 24. I didn't play 2K21, that's why I didn't say it. 2K22, 23, 24. Yeah, I said all those other years. We were a point guard and a shooting guard. So I'm thinking these next 2 years are going to be small forward, power forward, and center. So I don't even care, bro. I could be doing a whole different thing this year, bro. I don't care if it's shooting, not shooting. It's whatever. I could be like a, I could have Anthony Davis or LeBron build, and I'd be okay with it. I'd be trying to change up my game anyway, bro. Just see what all else I can offer to the team and stuff like that. But anyway, we about ready to get into this. You already know what it is. Let's get straight to it. I think this video is like 30 minutes. We might skip around. So right here we got the timestamps. 103 for point guards. Shooting guards are gonna be 651. 1233 is small forwards, and 1937 is power forwards. Along with centers being at the end. But who wants to be a center, bro? Bro, chill out. Look at it.
Let's get straight into it. Our first team for point guard is the Utah Jazz. They just re-signed Lauri Markkanen into a big deal. They got Colin Sexton coming off injury a few years ago, but he looks like the same old Colin. Great scorer. So
I thought he was still
put him at the 2. I forgot they have John Collins, honestly.
I think he was on the Cavs.
You put yourself at the 1, Colin at the 2, or maybe even Colin coming off the bench as a 6th man. And then you got Markkanen, Collins, and then Kessler, Clarkson coming off the bench.
Okay.
I guess if you have Sexton starting, you can have Clarkson off the bench, or you can have Clarkson starting, Sexton off the bench. I'd rather have Sexton off the bench.
Ain't nobody really there, but you could
beat
Clarkson.
Good young team. They did draft Isaiah Collier.
They say this year's gonna be hard to.
I don't know. I mean, it's 2K. You can start over him easily. I think he'll be a decent point guard in the league, though. I mean,
I think he's like played multiple
6'3", long wingspan. But yeah, Utah Jazz is my first pick for point guard. I think it'd be a lot of fun to get some winning back to the Utah Jazz. Our second team for point guard is the Toronto Raptors. They got Scotty Barnes. I got personal beef with Scotty Barnes. He robbed the Rookie of the Year for my guy Evan Mobley, but that is a story for a different day. But they got Scotty Barnes. He's a decent young player. RJ Barrett, good size shooting guard. Maybe even slide him to the 3 if you need to. Quickly is the current starter. I think he's a little overrated as an 83, but he is a decent point guard and he plays well with other players. He mixes in well, you know. He's a good plug and play kind of guy. Bruce Brown, Grady Dick is their most recent lottery pick. Also have Ochai. They have 2. I didn't know Ochai played. He was on the Jets. So they got 2 KU guys here, but I think they got a good young core here with RJ and Scotty. Quickly can come off the bench. You can go you at the 1, RJ at the 2, Scotty at the 4, probably Pirtle at the 5, and then I don't know. Maybe Bruce at the 3, maybe Grady. I think Grady probably at the 3 just for offense. If you want a real challenge, guys, my third team is the Washington Wizards. We all know about the Wizards. They're not very good, but they just drafted this guy right here. Whoever did this face creation did pretty well. Pretty much looks like Alex Sarr. But I'm kind of excited for Sarr. I think he's I think he's gonna be a pretty good center. I don't know why they have him listed at power forward first. He's a center in my book. He's 7 foot tall. But you can go you at the 1, Brogdon at the 2, and bring Poole off the bench, or you can pretty much do the same thing with Poole at the 2 and Brogdon off the bench. You go yourself. What I would do is me, Brogdon, um, probably Koulibaly. I can never say bro's name. Koulibaly, and then Kuzma, highest best player on the team, and then probably Valanciunas to start. Maybe you can throw Sarr in at power forward with Valanciunas. I forgot he signed there, honestly. But Wizards, if you want a real challenge for point guard, it's 2K. You're gonna win with any team, honestly, depending on the difficulty you have it on. We know Hall of Fame's pretty easy on the new gen, so but if you wanted more of a challenge, yeah, go to a crap team like the Wizards. Our 14 for point guard, the Los Angeles Lakers, fellas. LeBron's not getting any younger. He's turning 40 here in just about 3 months, 4 months. Sorry. Anthony Davis is still there. He's getting old himself. Why don't you come to LA, let LeBron get one more, help him get one more, and then right off into the sunset. Russell's their current starter. Uh, I joined the Lakers on 2K24 in my career, and it was a lot of fun playing with
Damn,
LeBron
Russell
and
was younger than I
AD.
thought he'd be. I thought he was
Russell
like
came off the bench.
32,
I even moved him
34.
to the 2 sometimes. Reeves was pretty much my 2
And only
most of the
28.
season. It was a
That's
lot of
wrong.
fun.
Like,
They
I
do have
wish I.
Dalton Connect, who they just drafted. He seems to be he's gonna be I think a decent scorer, honestly. Probably like 14, 15 points per game. It's my prediction. Playing with LeBron,
Jackson
anyone can
Hayes, I
score
can't
that though.
stand him.
You know who they got.
You already know. Back when he was.
Dude, whoever making these face scans is pretty good.
That
Like,
boy
that's not bad for creating it on 2K. But anyways, Barney James Jr. Think you can control the team over LeBron and just play yourself at point
I
guard.
thought they were going to
Give
say
Bronny some
the
minutes too. Make LeBron happy in his
Genie.
last season. I bet he retires. And our 5th and final team for point
They
guard. I
said they
think I
want
have the Heat
the
for point guard almost
Genie.
every year.
But then you
Because
saw him
I
on the
think
game. He
that's
was on
just
the
what
team
they
with LeBron.
lack at this point.
Um,
You know Jimmy. Jimmy is Jimmy. Bam. Coming off the USA Olympic gold medal. He got that experience. Hero's still there. He could play the 2 with you. Rozier's more better coming off the bench, in my opinion. So you can go you, Hero, Jimmy, Jamie, and then bam. And then you got you a decent little scoring off the bench with Terry, Duncan running off screens. K Love's still there doing his thing.
I don't like him.
So I think the Heat helped Jimmy finally get that ring, man. Our first team for shooting guard is the Charlotte Hornets. Now LaMelo's coming back off an injury, but it don't matter. It's 2K. Everyone's gonna be healthy to start the year. So LaMelo point guard, yourself at the shooting guard, and then you got Brandon Miller at the 3. The
I
4.
ain't
Who
gonna
did
lie,
they
Brandon
draft?
Miller always a
I don't even
2K
remember who they
generated
drafted.
player.
Is this? I couldn't tell you. My bad. Okay, so this was this guy. Whatever. So, anyways, LaMelo, yourself, Brandon, um, probably Miles,
The
and
Bulls
then
would be a
Mark.
good team.
Decent lineup.
As well.
Not much of a bench. You got to deal with Grant Williams, but I think if LaMelo can actually play, a decent season, this team would be a lot better than what they've been finishing lately. Plus, Brandon Miller doesn't look bad at all. And you factor in Mark Williams actually started playing decent towards the end of last year. This is a team that can maybe get a play-in spot
I'm back.
in the East. As long as LaMelo
Miller
stays
actually was
healthy and
18.
Brandon Miller just
I usually
keeps
wear his coat
progressing and
on, but
Mark.
I have no.
Second team for shooting guard, the Indiana Pacers. Tyrese,
I can't stand that
Mr.
guy.
Bench Mob for Team USA. Just kidding. Tyrese is a dog. He's only 24. So you got Tyrese feeding you the rock. A shooter would be awesome too. Someone that can shoot. So make a shooter come here to Indiana at the 2 guard. So you got Tyrese, yourself. Then you would throw probably Benedict Mathurin in there at the 3. Siakam at the 4. Turner at the 5. I think Turner might get traded. This might be the year. Turner's been almost getting traded for like the past 5 years. I think this is the year If I call it, you have to subscribe. Come back to this video and subscribe. Turner's gonna be traded this year. But anyways, this
Who
team,
think you gonna put on the
a
board?
decent young team. You've seen what they did in the playoffs. They did make it to the Eastern Conference semifinals.
Ain't even said none yet.
So I think I'm sorry, I'm just tripping. Like I didn't remember if they actually made it to the semifinals, but they did. Okay, so they lost to the Knicks. So yeah, I think or no, they didn't. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, bro. I'm so stupid. They didn't lose. They beat the Knicks because Brunson was hurt. I'm so dumb. Sorry. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals
What's that
in
close to?
Tyrese Halliburton's breakout year. So
They
this
made
team
the
only
finals.
has
They
up to
win
go
the
from
finals.
here.
That's what's up.
It'll be a fun team. That's all I could say.
Number 34.
Third team for shooting guard, Oklahoma City
Damn.
Thunder. They just got Caruso. This team ran into
Alex Caruso is pretty good.
a highly
Team
motivated Mavericks team
just
last
fools.
season, and unfortunately, they fell short. They lack the playoff experience, but this team is young, and they are going to be in the playoffs for a long time.
Look,
Shea,
Shy is a
and
97.
yourself,
He's been there for a while.
Caruso come off the bench. Probably throw Jalen at the 3.
All them people when they're young, except
And I forgot to
Caruso.
get Hartenstein too. Hartenstein's an awesome pickup. Uh, 2 7-footers here. I don't even know who he would throw at the 4. Maybe throw Jalen at the 4 because he does play 4 sometimes. So maybe go Dort and then Williams and then Chet. Because I don't know
Maybe two.
if these two would play good together, Chet and Hartenstein, but maybe they will. Who knows? Our fourth team
Interesting.
for shooting guard is the Milwaukee Bucks. They got Dame. But where's the 2 guard? Gary Trent Jr.? Pat Connaughton? Nah, they need a 2 guard. This team wasn't very good last year at all. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Middleton, he's still on there.
About that. But anyways, Giannis got hurt at the end of the season, which probably would have made a big difference. Dame did all he could. So they got beat by Indiana. So Dame, yourself, Chris, Giannis, Brooke. Decent
I ain't
team.
gonna lie, I'm
Fun
team.
team. Giannis is fun to play with. He's a dog.
Just being there
on 2K.
Throwing it down with Giannis.
And our last team for shooting guard, the Los Angeles Clippers. They got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is gone. He was their shooting guard. Maybe Kawhi played 4. Paul was at the 3. I didn't really watch much Clipper games, but I can tell you right now, it'd be Harden, you, Kawhi, and then you could throw Batum in, or you could even throw someone in at the 3, like Derrick Jones Jr., who just signed with them after having a decent playoff run with the Mavericks. So you could even go get one last ring on his finger. We're back to the Wizards here for small forward. They were also on my point guard list. So if you're not going to be point guard here, you can go Brogdon 1, Poole 2, U 3, Kuzma 4, Valanciunas 5, or Sarr at the 5. Or you can go Kuzma. I don't know. I like him at the 4. Because that kind of defeats my list if I put Kuzma to the 3. Just so Sarr can start with Valanciunas. Maybe bring Valanciunas off the bench. And Kuzma, Kuzma, and then Sarr. I just like Sarr. I like him a lot, actually. I think he's going to be pretty good. Big wingspan. We got 7'5" wingspan. But Valanciunas is also a tenacious rebounder, so. Our last team for small forward, the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young is all by himself. Trae Young is one of the most consistent players I think I've ever seen in the NBA to start his career. He's done it so well for so long that he does not even get the credit and the attention that he used to get, because it's normal for him to average 28 points and 11 assists every season. He did that last year, and yet nobody really talked about Trae Young. I think he's a demon for how small he is. He's a beast. But anyways, Trae Young, and then you got the draft number 1 overall pick, Zachary Risasher. I don't even know. Whatever. He has the height and the length. He can move to the 2. He could damn near move to the 4. I don't think he has the body for the 4. So maybe move bro to the 2, you at
I
the
mean,
3.
here's the thing.
Even come here as a 2, and leave him at the 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Then you
Might
have
got like six,
Bogdanovich,
seven,
you know,
six,
the man who was taunting.
probably
He
nothing
wasn't
lower,
taunting
nothing
Carmelo.
higher.
If he could play like in the NBA
Maybe,
with Trey
maybe.
Young, how he played in the Olympics, then they might have a decent little team going. DeAndre Hunter was the last project they had. He's just not panning out. He's still a decent defender though. He can still shoot that corner 3. They picked up Larry Nance. I think it's gonna be fun with him playing with Trey, throwing them lobs and such. But there's a few lineup options you can have with this team. I just think Trey needs a little bit of help, man. Give that man some help. Get him back to the ECF. Our first team for power forward is the Chicago Bulls. Lonzo will be healthy when you start your MyCareer. He's going to be there. So you're going to have Lonzo, probably Kobe, then Zach.
Yeah, I might
at
just
the
join
3. I
this
don't like
team,
Zach
bro.
at the 3 at all. He might get traded to the Lakers, if I'm being completely honest. Giddey's there now, too. They got a lot of guards, really. But Giddey's kind of big, so I don't know. Jalen Smith is their... Oh, no. Sorry. Vucevic is their center. Patrick Williams is their 4. Or Jalen Smith could be their 4.
You know,
I
I
think
don't
a
know
4
if
like
Lonzo Ball
a
returning for this season. I hope though.
Mobley. I don't know, because Mobley hasn't really developed into
Realistically.
that offensive guy yet. But a 4 like Mobley would be really good here in Chicago. So I say come here to Chicago as a 4, maybe with a Mobley type, like a bigger 4. Mobley is a center. He'll probably be the center of the future for the Cavs. But
I
for
think
now, maybe
I gathered up enough information on who I might want and who I don't. Yeah, we're probably most likely gonna go with the Suns, the Bulls, or hmm, I'll probably go with the Lakers just because. Appreciate y'all for joining. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.